God says here. Don't even remember the old things. You know, I believe to really get into the new, you're going to have to release the old.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We talk about the new. We want new flow. We want new things. We want a new job. We want a new this. We want new relationships. But the thing is, how can you enter into the new when you're still stuck in the old? This is where the church gets all tripped up. See, we're trying to get the world to come into our culture.
Right.
Our culture is not attractive to the world.
That's right.
Our culture really is what we call subculture. There's a culture out there. Our culture is a subculture of the culture. You understand that? What we think is we live in a box. And we think that what we're doing is everything right. Well, how many know in the church ain't everything right? How many know this? The people in the church ain't right. All right, now we're at what we're doing in four walls or in our life, but we need to look at what the kingdom is doing. And then take the kingdom that is in us and get that kingdom out into the culture. But we're not looking to change the culture, but that's not our job. The culture will change as we get out into the culture.
That's good, sir. That's good.
And the culture's looking for something new. You can't watch this. It always comes back to that religious spirit, but that's okay. You can't go with a Bible in your hand and a track.
Right.
With a dress down to here and up to here, no makeup on, and your hair in a bun, and expect you're going to lead somebody to the Lord.
That's right.
I know a lot of people say, well, we need to go back to the old. No, we don't. We don't need to go back to the old. If God says, remember not the old, why do we want to go back to the old? Well, that's back in the day. Listen to what you're saying. Back in the day.
Right.
Stand up, Christian. This is the day. Stay there, day. Life has gone on.
Right.
What I did back in the day worked.
Okay.
The day stayed there. I'm way out here, and you want me to touch you with what I used to touch him? He's from the 60s. Old mindsets. Because what happens is you begin to just think about the old, the way it was, and you never have a new day to enjoy.
Right.
This is why people get depressed.
Right, sir.
Because we're stuck on the way it used to be. We're stuck on former people, former lovers. There has been a shift in the spirit. Now God is looking for the new breed. And saying, okay, how many can really take this thing and go into the world and do this thing? How many, you ain't here, and how many in here can come out the church and take the church that's in them out into the world that God actually loves?
Yes.
Oh no, see, but we're comfortable in the church. We're comfortable in the church, see, because the church is, we think it's our safe haven, and ain't nobody gonna bother me in here, and I can, see, in the church you can trick folk. You ain't here, oh, let me just keep this real. See, in the church you can put on a facade, you can put on that religious suit, and you can put on that religious collar, and you can put on the religious robe, and you can come with the religious dialogue, and you can come with the religious prophetic, and you can come with the religious this and the religious that. But in the world, try that. Listen, you're playing then. They can call you on the carpet and say, you're fake and a phony and a freak. You see, here we can shata, taka, amasata. Go into the world and go and use that. Ain't gonna work. Because they're looking for the new.
Yes.
They've already had the crazy. God is raising up a new breed, and if He's raising up a new breed, then I'm equipping a new breed.
Amen.
And when you're new, you're different than everybody else.
Yes.
That old wineskin, because it's so rigid, it's so cracked, it's set in its way. It was able to expand to the ability it was able to expand in the season season that it was in, but now that it came out of the season, now we have a new wine coming into it. It cannot roll with that new wine, so it has to be thrown out and new one has to be brought in.
Yes.
Do you understand that? If you try to put what's new in the old, it will burst and it will fall to the ground, and God is not going to waste his glory on folk that don't want to change. You don't hear what I'm saying up in this house. Because a lot of times we think the new is sin.
Right.
So y'all, the pull of the old, I'm talking about your life now. The pull of the old you cannot be greater than the draw of the new you. Because if we continue to look back, if we continue to like where we were, we'll never cross over into the new. You need to want change to enter into the new. If you like where you're at, even in the smallest remote area, you will never enter. You will never enter into the new. Listen, see, let's just talk about friendships. You got rid of 9, but you got that 1. And you want to walk on and cross on over into a new dimension, the new breed. But yet there's just that 1 that I can't let go. You need to lose that soul tie you have with that 1. Give that 1. Well, watch out for ministry that holds you in the old and not enter into the new. Oh my God. Watch out for churches that hold you back and not have you enter into the new. That in order to get to the new, you need to have a clear break from the old. You know, there's times in your life where you can say, this is where I broke that off. And it was a clear break. It was that place where you crack this and crack that and separated. There has to be a time of separation in your life in order to enter into the new. If you're unwilling to separate, you will never enter into the new. Do you see that? Yes. If you don't have a clear break on the old, then you'll be like Lot's wife. See, Lot's wife walked out and she wanted to go to the new. She was being lured by the new. But the pull of the old was greater than the draw of the new. And what she did is she did not have a clear break in her heart and her mind. So what she did is once she got out so far, she had to look back. And anytime you watch this, anytime you look back, you will be stuck in the area you look back at. You leave the old is how you carry it over into the new. Watch this. How many in here have read a book, especially late at night? You're reading the book, you're powering through, you're going through the chapter, you get to the end of the chapter. At the end of the chapter, your eyes were getting very heavy. But you were pushing through to get out of that chapter. Amen? The problem is that you were weary and you were tired at the end of that chapter. Now you flip the page to enter into a new chapter. The problem is the way you left that chapter tired is the way you're going to enter into the new chapter. If you enter into the new with a rebellious heart, bam! You see, this is what happened. I leave my old church mad. And I enter into my new church ticked off. And somebody, sure enough, gonna pay the price. Because I got to release my demon. Watch this. Don't let your demons cross over with you. But do you remember you turn on the television and you'd have to wait for the television to come on? Because the bulb, the tube had to warm up. Remember the radio? You'd turn on the radio and it would be 2 minutes before you actually found out what was going on in the world. How many in here have that TV still? Got rid of it, didn't you? You're operating or entering into the new, you become the first to arrive on the scene.
All right. Yes.
You are the first responder.
All right.
Understand this. Out there, forget about here. We have our culture. But out there, people are looking for solutions. We need to bring, if we don't bring them the solution, somebody else will. You ain't hearing what I'm saying. What the church wants is it wants the world to respond to it based on the way it issues the product.
Right.
The problem is, the product is Jesus, but the application to get you to buy is...
Yeah.
Let me talk to somebody.
All right.
I ain't buying the old vacuum cleaner with the bag type thing. I want the bagless, high-powered, I want lights, I want remote control, I want... Matter of fact, give me a soda machine on it if you can.
That sounds good.
You don't knock on somebody's door and say, look, I want you to buy this, and they're looking at you and say, well, but what I have beats yours. Everybody's looking for God. It's in their heart. Now, what are you presenting? Are you presenting religion?
Come on.
Are you presenting join my church? Are you presenting a membership card? Are you presenting, watch this, a denomination? We're a new breed. So when you're the first to do something new, you're the first to get persecuted. You ain't hearing me. You ain't hearing me. If there's a wall here, and I want to go first, when I hit it, who feels the pain?
All of it.
No. Everybody behind me feels. No. I feel the pain. Now the real question is, who's with me when I hit? Who is with me when I hit the wall?
Right.
So we hit this wall, bam, and I get the initial impact is against me. I'm getting hit because why are they doing it that way? Why is Summers doing it this way? Why is Authority doing it that way? We don't do it that way over here. They're doing something new. That's now, we don't see it. We don't receive it. Yeah, because I'm going to get the resistance.
Right.
But if you're with me, you're going to feel the pain too.
Right.
You feel me? You'll feel the pain. But watch this. The great thing is that when I'm first to arrive, I'm the first to get the impact, but I'm also first to break through. So when you're first to arrive on the scene, all the spoils that are there on the other side are yours. They don't belong to everybody else. Some folks make it a little... Watch this, because some folks will say, yeah, but what I'm doing works. It's not a matter of does it work. Are you with me? What you think works is not God. Watch this. Let me give you, let me wrap this up here. Telephones have shifted over the years. When I was growing up, we had a phone, it had a dial.
Yes, sir.
And to call your friend took 5 minutes. And don't hit the wrong one. Because you got to start all over. Now, if I had that phone today in my house, do you know this? That phone would work.
Oh, yeah.
But it cannot do what I need it to do that's new.
Right.
For example, when I pay my bills, I don't mail a check anymore.
All right. Yes.
I go to my phone and I hit buttons and I pay my bill. But if I still had the rotary phone that did some things like call somebody, I can get a result out of it. But I'm not able to, you ain't hearing what I'm saying. I'm talking about now convergence. When one thing shifts, it converges on everything else. When you enter the new, everything you're doing enters into the new that's out there.
That's right.
Do you understand that? So when I shifted to a touch tone phone, I was able to enter into the new. And it opened up a new world to me. Now everybody wants to connect with me because I'm in the new. But the church wants to stay, or you want to stay in the old and expect new technology, even new relationships, new ministry. It ain't going to happen. Because you didn't shift. You're stuck in the old. Well, ain't